We sing hallelujah, for the King who is victorious. Yahuwah is the awesome one. There is none like you. With you we are our champion. With you we can, we always win. Our champion. Yahuwah is the awesome one. There is none like you. With you we win. You're our champion. With you we can, we always win. Our champion. We lift our hands. We lift our voice. We celebrate our champion. We sing hallelujah, for the King who is victorious. We lift our hands, we lift our voice, we celebrate our champion. We sing hallelujah, for the King who is victorious. With you we win, you're our champion. You we can, we always win. Our champion. You rise the awesome one. There's none like you. With you we win, you're our champion. You we can, we always win. Our champion. We praise the Abba for what he's going to say and for what he's going to do. At this time, we're going to go into the Baruch of the Torah. And it is so.
And it is so.
All right, repeat with me. Baruch Yahuwah.
Baruch Yahuwah.
The Baruch one.
The Baruch one.
Baruch is Yahuwah.
Baruch is Yahuwah.
The Baruch one.
The Baruch
For
one.
all eternity.
For all eternity.
Baruch atah.
Baruch atah.
Yahuwah.
Yahuwah.
Our supreme one.
Our supreme one.
King of the universe.
King of the
Who
universe.
selected us from all the peoples.
Who selected all the people.
And gave us his Torah.
And gave us his Torah.
Baruch atah.
Baruch atah.
Yahuwah.
Yahuwah.
Give of the Torah.
Giver of the Torah.
And it is so.
And it is so.
Baruch atah.
Baruch atah.
Yahuwah.
Yahuwah.
Our supreme one.
Our supreme one.
King of the universe.
King of the universe.
Who gave us the Torah of truth. So.
And it is so.
So now we have the reading of the Ten Commandments done by Mattathias.
And it is so.
We've been Devarim 5:6-22. Aleph. I am Yahuwah, your power, which brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim from the bed of slavery. Bet, you shall have no other power before me. You shall not make you any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in Shemayim above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the Mayim beneath the earth. You shall not bow down yourself unto them nor serve them, for I, Yahuwah, your power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that hate me and keep my commandments. Gimel, you shall not take the name of Yahuwah, your power, and falsify it, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that takes his name. Dalit, guard the Sabbath day to set it apart, as Yahuwah your power has commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah your power. In it you shall not do any work. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your ox, nor your ass, nor any of your cattle, nor your foreigner that is within your gates, that your manservant and your maidservant may rest as well as you. And remember that you were a servant in the land of Mizraim, and that Yahuwah your power brought you out of there through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore, Yahuwah your power commanded you to keep the Sabbath day. Hey, esteem your Ab and your image, Yahuwah your power has commanded you, that your days may be prolonged and that it may go well with you in the land which Yahuwah your power is about to give you. 1, you shall not murder. 2, neither shall you commit adultery. Ket, neither shall you steal. Tet, neither shall you bear false witness against your neighbor. You, neither shall you desire your neighbor's Isha, neither shall you cover your neighbor's bed, his field, or his manservant, or his maidservant, his ox, or his ass, or anything, and of the thick darkness with a great voice. And he added no more. And he wrote them in 2 tables of stone and delivered them unto me.
And it is so.
And
it is so. Leviticus chapter 6, verses 1 through 18, and it reads, these are the commandments, the statutes, for your power to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command you, you and your son and your grandson, all the young men of your life, and that your young men may be prolonged. Hear therefore, O Yasharal, and observe to do it, that it may be well with you, and that you may increase mightily, as Yahuwah power of your Abbas has promised you in the land that flows with milk and honey. Shema Yasharal. Hear, O Yasharal, Yahuwah our supreme one. Yahuwah is Akkad. And you shall ahab Yahuwah your supreme one with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. And these words which I command you this yom shall be in your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your bed, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. To fall to what?
To bind to the mind.
To bind to the mind. Give the Torah access to your mind. Excuse me. It's very important that you do that. Once again, if the Torah does not have access to your mind, you will not be able to comprehend what the Abba desires of you as a people. And it is so. Verse 9, and you shall write them upon the posts of your bed and on your gates. And it shall be when Yahuwah your powers have brought you into the land which he swore to your Abbas, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Yaakov, to give you great cities which you did not build, houses full of all great things which you filled not, and wells dug which you did not dig, vineyards and olive trees which you did not plant. When you shall have eaten and be full, then beware lest you forget Yahuwah which brought, and shall swear by his name. You shall not go after the power of the people which are round about you. For Yahuwah your power is a jealous power among you, lest the anger of Yahuwah your power be kindled against you, and he destroy you from off the face of the earth. Verse 16, you shall not tempt Yahuwah your power as you tempted him in Massah. You shall diligently keep the commandments of Yahuwah your power and his testimonies and his statutes which he has commanded you. And you shall do that which is right in the sight of Abba Yahuwah, that it may be well with you, and that you may go in and possess the great land which Yahuwah swore unto your Abbas. And it is so.
And it is so.
And it is so. Let us have this song, please. What's pink?
Welcome into this place.
Come on, sing.
Welcome into your chosen vessels. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up
Welcome into your church to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into your chosen vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place, into your chosen vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into your chosen vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. Lift our hearts as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into your chosen vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into your chosen vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome desire to abide in the praises of as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into our chosen vessels. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into your chosen vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise and welcome into this place. Welcome into your chosen vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into your chosen vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hands as we lift our hearts, as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. Welcome into your and commemorate this time of rest. We praise him for his ahab for us. We praise him for the son of Nun, Yahush, chapter 1, which also is known in English, chapter 1. And we want to begin with verse 5. When you have it, say it is so.
And it is so.
All right. Excuse me. There shall not be able to stand before you all the young men of your life. As I was with Moshe, so I will be with you. I will not fail. People shall you divide for an inheritance the land which I swore to their Abbas to give them. Only be you strong and very courageous, that you may observe to do according to all the Torah which Moshe, my servant, commanded you. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may prosper wherever you go. Verse 8, as I have tailored it to fit our time of confession. Repeat with me. I will not let this scroll of the Torah.
I will not let the scroll of the Torah
Depart out of my mouth.
depart out of my mouth,
But I shall meditate therein.
but I shall meditate therein,
Yom and Layla.
Yom and Layla,
That I may observe to do.
that I may observe to do
According to all that is written in it.
according to all that is written in it.
For then I shall make my way prosperous.
For then I shall make my way prosperous,
And then I shall act wisely.
and then I shall act
Now
wisely.
look at your neighbor, tell your neighbor, you shall act wisely,
And you shall act wisely.
Look at your other neighbor, tell your other neighbor, you shall act wisely,
And you shall act wisely.
Take your hand and place it over your heart and say, Abba Yahuwah,
Abba Yahuwah,
I shall act wisely.
I shall act wisely.
Come on, Abba Yahuwah,
Abba Yahuwah,
I shall act wisely.
I shall act wisely.
I am determined
I am determined
to act wisely.
to act wisely.
I am determined
I am determined
to act wisely.
to act wisely.
Come on, I am determined
I am determined
to act wisely.
to act wisely.
And it is so.
And it is so.
And it is so. It is very important that we decree from our mouths, from our hearts, that we will act wisely, regardless of what situation we find ourselves in. We will act wisely. And it is so.
And it is so.
Let's have another song, please. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. He is my daddy, oh. 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 I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. I will not suffer. I will not beg will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. He is my daddy. He is my daddy. Oh. He is my daddy. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. He is my daddy. Oh. He is my daddy. Oh. He is my daddy. Oh. He is my daddy. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. He is my daddy. Oh. He is my daddy. Oh. He is my daddy. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. He is my daddy. Oh. 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 I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. I will not suffer. I will not beg for bread. He is my daddy. Oh. 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 I will not suffer.
That is a what was it, a Caribbean song we learned some years ago. It is an affirmation that regardless of what's going on, we will not suffer because he is our Abba, he is our daddy. We have put him in that position. You got to make him the center of your life. You got to trust in him and knowing and trusting and believing in him, responding to him and responding to his writings. He will take care of us, his people, because he's promised us in his writings. So we appreciate him for that. And we appreciate them for that song, a song of encouragement, so that you don't have to worry regardless of what may be going on in your city, your state, your town, your country. Just know that we will not suffer and we will not have to beg for bread. In the writings, Dawood said, I was once young and now I'm old, and I ain't never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed what? Beg bread. We do not have to beg for bread. So we appreciate him for not having to beg for bread. At this time, we're going to go into our affirmations. I want you to repeat with me. I purpose to develop my ruach.
I purpose to develop my ruach.
I purpose to walk in the light of Torah.
I purpose to walk in the light of Torah.
I am Ibram.
I am Ibram.
I am born again.
I am born again.
I am Ibram.
I am Ibram.
I have the life and nature.
I have the life and nature
of Yahuwah in my ruach.
of Yahuwah in my ruach.
That life is
That life is
the Torah of Yasharal.
the Torah of Yahshua.
I purpose to walk in
I purpose to walk in
the Torah of life.
the Torah of life.
Yahuwah's Torah,
Yahuwah's Torah,
Yahush,
Yahush,
is in me.
is in me.
Yahuwah's
Yahuwah's knowledge
is in me.
is in me.
Yahuwah's Ahab
Yahuwah's Ahab
is in me.
is in me.
Yahuwah's power
Yahuwah's power
is in me.
is in me. I am a child of Yahuwah.
I am a child of Yahuwah.
I am a child of Yahuwah.
The Ruach
The Ruach
HaKodesh of Yahuwah in me
of Yahuwah in me
is leading me.
is leading.
I'll follow her leading.
I'll follow her lead.
I'll walk in the Torah.
I'll walk in the Torah.
Yahush
Yahush.
Al-Mashiach.
Al-Mashiach.
And of healing and shalom. Repeat with me. Abba Yahuwah,
Abba Yahuwah,
in the name of Yahush,
in the name of Yahush,
Al-Mashiach,
Al-Mashiach,
we subdue ignorance
we subdue ignorance
with Torah knowledge.
with Torah knowledge.
And through this knowledge
And through this knowledge
of Torah truth,
of Torah truth,
we claim healing,
we claim healing,
shalom,
shalom,
deliverance,
deliverance,
and salvation.
and salvation.
We decree
We decree
Torah truth
Torah truth
in the lives
in the lives
of your people,
of your people,
our people,
our people,
Yasharal.
Yahshua,
Not to fight,
not to fight,
not to fight,
not to fight,
not to fight
not to fight
each other,
each other,